Hi there, it's Monday again, second week of April, and I was out last week cutting down the bloomed out, well not bloomed out, but totally dried out pokeweed from last year that was along the fence. I showed it on one of my walking around tours that it was in need of cleaning up, and I did that, I guess Thursday last week. Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And what I did here was I saved these. This is the center. This is, this isn't the other side of this one. There's just two separate ones. But this is the way the structure of the stem is of the pokeweed. And it's really interesting because it's a hollow stem filled with this material pith. And it is very spongy. It's not solid, but it has a structure to it that allows it to resist folding up when it's inside of that shell. So it's very lightweight, and yet it supplies strength, which is the opposite of these unfortunate daffodils. This is a bloomed out one I just cut off, but they have a totally hollow stem. And you can kind of see that if I split this open here a few minutes ago. See, it's the same sort of deal of a hollow stem, except they don't have anything inside filling that hollow. So they fall over very easily. And I've had that problem with my garden just totally collapsing every year, and I've pretty much given up on most things. I had beautiful gladiola, kind of peachy salmony color. They'd get 3 feet tall and then be face down in the mud, because we get a lot of heavy rainstorms and windstorms here in the middle of the U.S. Although this year we haven't. We have had overcast skies, and it hasn't been able to heat up, which is what usually causes the storms. Then it heats up and then it breaks. But this is what I used to have with the pokeweed. You can kind of see it all along the fence line, and this is what it looks like without it. And I have a mixed relationship with pokeweed because it's beautiful. It has red stems and big green leaves and flowers, and then the flowers turn to purple berries, and it's very attractive. And the problem is that it attracts mosquitoes. And around here, mosquitoes are just really thick. And they're not just like a total joke, because there's a thing called West Nile virus, and that is carried in birds and mosquitoes, and it makes you very, very sick. It's not the sort of thing that everybody gets every year, but it's there, And so if you go out there and you get 40 mosquito bites, you're really pushing your luck. So anyway, this whole fence line was a big project for me at one point, and I did a lot of work on it. I put bricks along it and planted along it and just made a real nice thing out of it. And then everything just kind of died and fell over, and we had years of flood and years of drought, and whatever survived one didn't survive the other. So I'm kind of conflicted right now, because I have the one, actually I think I have 3. I have the one pokeweed at the end of the fence row. I have one over in the middle of the yard, next to where a tree used to be. And I have one in the front. The one in the front is, I guess, probably the biggest problem, because it's near the sidewalk. It's between the porch and the sidewalk, and so it kind of overhangs. Although a lot of people seem to walk in the street anyway, but I'd kind of like to give them the option to use the sidewalk if they want to. I'm going to pause for a second and go outside. Okay, I'm outside now in case you hadn't guessed by looking at the tree. Um, so that's blooming and blooming and blooming, and the tulips are blooming away. And see there, this is what happens to the daffodils. They're beautiful and they fall over. Now, I have tried various things, staking and tying and so forth, to keep them upright. But the problem is that the stem breaks at whatever point they're staked or tied or anything. I mean, if I even wrapped them with some little crochet lace up near the top a couple years ago, but they just break right at the top. In fact, the only thing you can do is wrap the flowers up, you know, in a cocoon, and then the attractiveness goes downhill pretty quickly. This euonymus is leafed out nicely. It's all looking bright and new. So I'm going to go down the steps here and over to the other side. I'm going to pause while I do that. That way I'm not going to fall. All the little violets are blooming. I only have one color of them, I think. There are a few other colors. Some people have white ones and purple ones with white stripes, and there's another shade of purple that's reddish purple. Yeah, so here's this. Well, here's where I was going. The azalea bush is getting ready to do something. Actually, it's already in progress slightly. There's a few little azaleas opening up. So that's nice. Yep, we have azaleas in progress. And this tree that was behind the other one is now blooming quite thoroughly. And, well, a tulip. He's trying. Okay, so I guess that's it's the point at which I'm going to end. Oh, these guys are starting. This is phlox, creeping phlox, starting to bloom. There used to be a lot of that around here, but I dug a lot of it out a while back. Okay, so, oh, here, wait. There's the Asiatic lilies coming up. Those are what people usually call Easter lilies, but they're not going to get up there and bloom by Easter, that's for sure. Don't think they will. Maybe they'll fool me, but I don't think so. Okay, well, have a good one. See you later.